Good evening. This is David Lynn. It is Thursday, 7 p.m., and this is Taco Talk. Welcome. Taco. Coffee Talk. I go back and forth. I'm sorry. Not picking it up. Jesus. Hello, Black Widow. How are you doing? I have been running your sleep playlist, and you should have picked up over 20 hours so far. I'm looking at what I've been running and where it's at. Mom of 4 boys. Hello, Mom. Joshua Moore. Everybody's busy, Joshua. Oh, Joseph. Excuse me, Joseph Moore. Everybody's busy. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm doing everything I can to give you watch hours. But, I put these shorts up, and it's usually here lately it's been food. What am I eating? Is that what my channel's about? What am I eating? Oh, I get 400 and some odd views. Most of these shorts I'm putting up on food, they're getting lots of views. Well, for me, that's a lot of views. 400 some odd views is a lot. 100. I'm happy when it gets 150, 160 views. But that's what I've been putting up lately. Doesn't have anything to do with preparedness. Doesn't have anything to do with that. And stuff that I should probably be talking about, I'm not talking about. But I guess it's entertainment. Uncle Al, welcome. So the kids got out today, 12:30. They had a potluck luncheon, chicken spaghetti. I had spaghetti for supper last night. If you look at my short, I did a little short on it. So I didn't feel like that, so I took one of my paraprofessionals and we went across the street. There was a little restaurant across the street. Went and had a cheeseburger, French fries, and a Coke. And I think she had a Philly steak sandwich. Anyway, gotta go back tomorrow's work day. Most of it's done. It's basically just cleaning up, just getting the last of the stuff put away at the room, and then am I out for summer? I'll be out for summer after tomorrow. Tomorrow is a work day. I've already got my grades in. I got my conduct in. I got my IP progress reports done. Pretty much all my inventory stuff. Everything pretty much packed up. I've got a female paraprofessional who's a real go-getter. She's been doing a lot of that stuff, boxing up stuff and putting stuff up in the closets, and just she's been a whirlwind. Blessing. So I'm almost out. And I'm showing 4 in the house and 4 likes. Let's see. The Black Widow, Mama 4 Boys, Joseph Moore, and Uncle Al Die Bullfrog. If anybody else has snuck in, please leave a comment. And got some more mail calls I'm going to open up in a few minutes. I started a new book. Finished this one. These are all live streams and who came into them and stuff. Just started a new one. Vacation in 3 weeks, and I'm out of town for 8 days. Well, enjoy your vacation. If I'm able to, I may go to Georgia this summer to visit family. It's been a while since I've been back there. If I do go back there, I'm going to make arrangements to see Dave and Echo. He's going by Yoda now, and she is living my best life at 60. They're in Georgia, within a little drive of my family, and I may swing by to see them for a day. I don't like driving the way I used to, and I don't fly. I will not fly, and I don't really like driving the way I used to. Melinda Elliott. Welcome, Melinda. So, over the summer, I am going to step up my game on my channel. I'm sitting at 567, and I should be doing a 1,600 subscriber giveaway in the next few weeks. I'd like to think sooner than a couple of weeks, but it just depends. I'm going to get back to trying to work on my channel. And chicken pot pie. The wife loves chicken pot pie. She'll normally do 2 of them for her, 2 for me. Um, so let's see what else I've got to mail call to unbox. Here's one. Here's the other. So we'll pull out the Smith & Wesson knife. Okay. So it's a box within a box. Four 500 milliliter, 16.9 ounce, original mint scope. My mouthwash came in. 4 of them. Which I will open them up when I get to the point where the one I'm on right now. Been in a lot of UT purges. Yeah, the purge is real. The purge is real. I know what this is. I use lots of it. A 4-pack of correction fluid. A 4-pack of scope. Four-pack of scope. I'm at the point where I don't like to go to the store. I do, but I don't like to. I'm happy with ordering stuff. I'm happy with ordering stuff. So, 4 in the house and 5 likes. It's a slow Thursday. The Black Widow is trying to finish up her 4,000 hours. So if you have an opportunity to go over and run some of her stuff to give her watch time, she needs to get her 4,000 hours done. I had been running her playlist for her sleepy stuff. She just got some sleep ones. And I think I've run 20 some odd hours worth in the last couple of days. I had my internet go down. I was running it. I run it straight through, and then yesterday, sometimes in the morning, I mean it ran overnight, and then at some point in time in the morning, my internet kicked out. And when it kicked out the playlist I was running. So I came home, and I was trying to get the internet back up. One of the reasons I didn't do my live stream yesterday, I was trying to get the internet back up and I couldn't get the thing to do. I tried to reset it, turned the phones on and off, turned my iPad on and off. I trying to reset, and it didn't want to work. I said, "Oh crap!" So I told the wife about it when she came home, and she came home and she got it working. It was already past 7 o'clock, and I said, "The hell with it! I just won't live stream." So I had put up a notice that I would not be live streaming yesterday evening. I apologize. Apologies, I wouldn't be live streaming. So I am going to be buying a new MacBook. It's going to cost an arm and a leg. I'm going to buy a new iPhone, and I'm probably going to buy a new iPad. And I will largely be using the iPhone and the MacBook. But the wife likes to use the iPad, so. And I've got two iPads. One of them the kid has, and the other one I'm using, which I'm using right now to do my live stream. And it's a 3rd generation iPad, and the 10th generations are out. And my cell phone, Walter Davis, hello Walter Davis, and hello Bud Files. And my iPhone is a 7th generation iPhone. So I'm not using the latest technology. Walter, my friend, up in Pennsylvania. So I am avoiding some of my favorite topics. I'm avoiding talking about what's going on right now in the run-up to November. And I'm avoiding talking about the history of any sort of beliefs. If I don't avoid it, people start sucking their thumbs and want to run to their safe space because I said something other that they're terrified of. Respectfully. So, sticking to the topic of prepping, or preparedness, we gotta call it preparedness, Don't want to use one of those words that the algorithm or, whoever doesn't like, so it's preparedness, being prepared, which is the Scout motto. The wife yesterday went and refilled a large number of 1-gallon plastic bottles. And she went and bought a bunch of cases of water. The half liters. She filled up the back of my Jimmy. And so we're resupplied with drinking water, purified drinking water. So that's like number one when it comes to preparedness, is you got to have drinking water. You got to have a clean source of water. Otherwise, bad things can happen to you internally. And back in the days, and even right now around the world, there are a lot of people who die from contaminated water. Bad water. So you need water, and you need food. And you need food, that has some shelf life to it. So you buy canned goods, different types of foods and canned goods and such. And you have a good manual can opener in case you have to open it up. It doesn't have a pop top. You got to actually use a can opener. You want to have at least one, and I'd probably have 2 or 3 of those little $4 or $5 can openers. And you need a means to heat water You need to have a means to be able to boil water for coffee or for tea or for soup, or if you need to boil water so you can put a retort pouch in it, or like one of these 8 ounce, 9 ounce, 10 ounce Hormel Completes, or Dingy Moore, the military retort pouches, the self-stable retorts. You need to have a means to heat. You buy rations, you buy whether it's civilian or military aftermarket. A lot of times the flameless ration heaters that the United States is using, they're no good. They won't work. If they will not work, then you need to be able to either have spares that you can go through. You can try putting salt in it when you put the water in. Salt will help activate it, the magnesium. But if it doesn't activate and it won't heat, then the next best thing is to get a pot, have a means to be able to heat your water, put it in the pot and heat it up. Same thing if you have chili or beans or whatever, put them in the pot, you got to heat them up. And in a grid down situation or a power outage, you're not going to have a microwave. Now, if you have a power source, you can power a microwave. But that microwave is using a lot of power. You're talking about 1,000, 1,200 watt microwave, and it's going to be draining your batteries. Better to have a means to where you can heat it without costing yourself any power. Using sterno, canned heat. If you're using fuel tabs, you don't want to do those inside because they smell awful. Fuel tabs you want to do outside on the back porch or patio or whatever. If you're out camping, fuel tabs are fine. But if you're inside, you want to be using something that won't stink, won't poison you. The use of canned heat, like chafing heat, they use that for reheating or keeping food hot. That won't do anything, won't smell it. The same thing with sterno. It's safe to use indoors. Also, if you're using sterno or canned heat indoors, if it's real cold and the power's out, you're in a small room, you light up a couple of those things, and they'll keep that room up above freezing. Got to think about that. Muy importante. Yeah, PCs cost a lot less usually than Macs do. I mean, honestly, Uncle Al would basically say, I'm nuts for not doing it, but I have a gateway. I have to be using my gateway. It's mine. I don't like PCs. I don't really like using PCs. I'm not really good with the PC. At least. So, and hell, I might surprise y'all. I might go on there and use my PC. You never know. Little Lone Prepper. Hello, Little Lone Prepper. You know, people people are blessed with different strengths, and people have different weaknesses. I'm blessed. I have all my teeth. I've never had a cavity. I have all my teeth. Well, I had my wisdom teeth out when I was about 30. But look at my head. Nice head of scalp. I've got a little U around the back. Hair. So, hair is a weakness. Bald, male pattern baldness. I'm in that third of the population of men that are bald. But I have really nice teeth, and I've never had a toothache, never had a cavity. They're all there. They might be a little yellow because I haven't been to the dentist in several years. But every time I go to the dentist, they check it and they want to X-ray it and all that sort of crap, and they do the cleaning. My gums bleed a little bit because I don't floss, but 62 years old, I have all my teeth. My father had all of his teeth. He had excellent teeth. I guess I inherited that from him. He had good teeth. My mother had horrible teeth. She had a lot of problems with her teeth. May she rest in peace. But Dad had nice teeth. Nice teeth. And I try to brush on a regular basis, keep my teeth, use scope or use a mouthwash. Hygiene's very important. Very important. And in a grid down situation, you're going to have some issues with hygiene. One, in order to have hygiene, you've got to have water. Now think about that. In a grid down situation, and you need water. We need water to reconstitute your food. You need water to drink. You're supposed to drink you're supposed to drink 8 glasses of water a day. A glass of water is 8 ounces. So you're supposed to drink the equivalent of 4 of those half liters, those 500 milliliter. You need to drink 4 of those a day to stay hydrated, to keep your system running through. And if it's hot, you gotta keep hydrated. You might have to drink more if you're out and doing heavy work and you're sweating. Gotta keep gotta keep it flowing. You don't want to have a heat stroke. You want all your organs working. Isobar, thank you for coming in. So, my friend, Hillbilly Josh Loftus, will be the next person to receive a goodie box from me. I am going to, possibly this weekend, I'm going to do a shout out video to him. It'll be one of those little 2-minute videos where I take some images off of his channel. He's working on 1,300. He's got about 1,200 and some odd subscribers. He's working on 1,300. I'm going to take a few images off of his channel. I'll put them together, put with some music, and I will release it as a video. And then I will put together his goodie box. I'll do a video of that, and I will probably release that as a premiere. I tend to do my premieres on Wednesdays, but I do it other days, and it would be like a 6:30 in the evening. And then I may do a few more goodie boxes, or I may shift up and change up what I'm doing and start sending them out to people I've already sent a goodie box to, but with different components that are preparedness related. You know, it's my way of giving back. My way of giving back. And for people who support me. You know. So I need to work on my inventory. Heather Allen. It's sad misinformation on this live. Okay, tell me what misinformation's on this live. Oh, it said misinformation on this live? Oh, so you got a content warning? Well, every once in a while I talk politics. And I tend to be conservative old school. And they say that that's misinformation because they don't like conservative old school. And then I also occasionally talk history. I have one of my degrees is in history, and I talk history because I've read quite a bit of it. And see, I grew up reading back in the day before the internet. So I was reading history books, literature, a lot of timeline stuff. I have about twice the number of courses when I was working on my degree. I was a professional student one time. I have about twice the number of courses that are required for a major in history. And I grew up going to a prep school. I went to a private prep school. So they really taught us theology, philosophy, history, you know, all that stuff. And apparently I'm on the bad side of the algorithm on occasion. So I'm sorry. I don't want to scare you, Heather. But I'm a retired school administrator. I'm back working. And I'm what you call a baby boomer. I'm 62 years old. And I'm old school. You know, I treat people the way I want to be treated. I wake up in the morning. I thank God for the day. I say the Lord's Prayer. I'm one of those horrible subversives that, you know, reads the Bible. And believes in the Second Amendment. So, of course, there's misinformation on this channel. Jesus. The hillbilly here. Hillbilly, I just mentioned you. You're up on you'll be the next one that gets a goodie box from me, son. If you are not subscribed to Hillbilly Josh Loftus, he's working on 1,300 subscribers right now. He's got 1,200 some odd subscribers. I would encourage you to go to his channel. I think most of the people in here, maybe not Heather. I don't know if Heather knows him. But I would encourage you to go to the channel and connect. So tomorrow I will have a work day and then I'm off. I'll be off for about 2.5 months. Thank you for stopping by. It's hard when you're working to do anything. Well, good luck. I don't want the government after me either. But then I live in an area that's very red. My government's pretty much solid red. It's a pretty safe area. It's a little bit more affluent. I'm in Texas, and I'm in one of the conservative smaller cities in Texas. So, you know, you see lots of Make America Great hats openly being worn in all the, you know, you go into Walmart, you go into Target, you go to Audi, different places, and you see the, and then I always, you know, I go down to the corner store to buy gas or tacos, and I'm always complimenting people on their hats, their caps. Heather, you might want to meet Isobar. I think if you're trying to grow a channel, Isobar would be a good person for you to connect with. Oh, you're not. Well, I am. You know, I am connected with Heather Allen, and Heather has 6 subscribers, so she's not a content creator. But you are looking at some of your, like, Yoda Papa Vintage Cards is a good friend of mine, Dave in Georgia. I was mentioning I'm planning on going back to Georgia this summer, I hope, to visit family. When I do, I'm going to swing by and visit with him and Echo, his fiance. Her channel is Living My Best Life at 60. I introduced them long distance because I knew both of them before they knew each other, and then I introduced them. And they got together since then, so I'm sort of like their fairy godfather. If you are not connected, please connect. So, talking about preparedness, you need to have an inventory of what you have. Like, I've got books for different things. This is, I log in stuff that I order. Everything I order off of Amazon goes in here. What I get, when I get it, what I pay for it. I've got to the habit of when I order like number 10 cans of freeze-dried foods or beverages, I write the month and the year on the can, and then I write the price I paid for it. I have Prime, so I get free delivery. You need to get a list of items that you use that you need to have, and you need to start buying extras. You need to build up a supply of those items. Somebody goes to the store and they buy a 4-pack of toilet paper. And when they get on that last roll, they usually go buy another 4-pack of toilet paper. Well, let's say you got 2 or 3 restrooms. You put a roll in each restroom, you got a spare. There are multiple people using your restrooms. Do you want to be in the situation when there's a run on toilet paper again and you can't get it because they're out? I've seen that happen. So what does the smart person do? They buy a lot more than 4 rolls of toilet paper. It's not that expensive. You don't want to be in the situation where you run out of stuff like that. And I say that with respect. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anybody. Yes, you buy it in bulk. I go to Sam's and I buy those big cases, the big cardboard boxes. Like 45 rolls at a time. Same thing with paper towels. You get like 30 rolls of paper towels, big boxes. I've got several of each. That will be the last thing that runs out in a grid down situation. Thank you for connecting with my friend Hillbilly. I'm sure he will connect back with you. Now, let me say this about connecting. When you go to connect with somebody, you want to leave them a very nice, supportive comment identifying yourself as a new friend. You need to let them know that you're leaving them a like. I oftentimes, most of the time, I will let them know what like number my like is. Say something nice about their channel. Do that on more than one video. Like if I'm looking at shorts, I watch 3, 4, 5 shorts. And every short has a supportive comment and a like, and same thing on videos. If you're watching videos, watch several minutes of the video. Make a nice comment about the video. You know, ask them to stay connected. And hopefully you grow together. You know, Uncle Al, I tell you, I'm going to be off tomorrow, and then I'm going to try to get back to watching most of what you put out. Uncle Al, Die Bullfrog 79, Alan Sato, he's out in occupied California, behind enemy lines. we joke about that. He's in a more rural area that's a little bit more conservative. You know, if you look at the maps, California's got a lot of red, and then it's got these huge cities that are blue, where you've got this massed amount of population that's blue. And then out in the rural areas and the smaller areas, it's all red. And that's the way it is in a lot of these, the so-called blue states. You got a huge city, and then it's surrounded by smaller conservative. So, but Uncle Al, I'll be getting back to your content. Now, I've been watching lots of shorts because I get notifications and it goes into my feed. So when I'm looking at shorts, I get his shorts, I get Bert's Beats shorts. The people who are putting out shorts, I get their shorts. KP Heathen, I get KP's shorts. Get a lot of James Ortiz. James Ortiz does a lot of food shorts. James is an older guy. He's a little bit older than I am. I believe he's retired, and he puts out a lot of food shorts. And then he got me doing it. Between him and Uncle Al, he and Uncle Al got me doing food shorts. So every day right now I've been putting out a couple of food shorts. Now the latest one that I put out this morning has 60 some odd views. It's not running away the way they have been doing. Like for me, running away is like 400 plus views. And if you look at my shorts, you'll see a bunch of them that are 430, 450, views. And then you'll see a clinker that comes along with, a lot less. And I don't understand it. But the one that doesn't have that many views is my supper one, which was spaghetti in a lemonade. And I just got through drinking lemonade. I get the Crystal Light, and I had a Crystal Light in a cold bottle, half liter of water. They're very good and they're very low calories. They're not really, I drink a lot of lemonade. I drink a lot of the grape, when I'm not drinking coffee. Wait 24 hours before subbing back. Sub for sub is against TOS. That's why subs drop off. Shit. Excuse my language. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. But I am going to try to get back into the swing of things when I'm off, put more time in. So those of you who create content, you'll be getting a lot more likes and supportive comments from me. And I'm already running my playlist and giving watch time to people on my playlist. I don't normally put videos on the playlist. Now, for like the Black Widow channel, she doesn't live stream regularly. She doesn't normally live stream. I think she's done a couple of them, but she doesn't live stream. But she'll do videos, and the videos are sometimes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours long. Like she'll do like a sleep video with help a person sleep, and I've been running that stuff. Trying to get, she needs 50, 60 hours. Or when she told me that like 2 days ago, she said, I need 60 hours before I've given her 20 some odd hours in the last 2 days. And I'll continue running it tonight. So while I'm dedicated to running her stuff, I'm not running, because I run it on my iPad. I'm not running on my phone. So once we get her 60 hours, I'll be shifting back, and I'll be Doors and Isobar and different people that Melinda Elliott, Verna, Bass Place, Echo, Living My Best Life at 60, Burt's Beats. I'll be back running their live streams or giving them their watch time. And I support those who support me. I support my friends. And I appreciate the support that I receive. I was taught to give back. So with the pandemic the way it is, I haven't been going to church. But I help people. I give money to people who don't have a lot of money. I know somebody's struggling, I give them a 20. Or I buy them food. I try to help people. And then my friends here, I send goodie boxes to people. And I don't expect anything back. It's out of the kindness of my heart. Now they say, like the Lord says in scriptures, and I shouldn't talk about this, but when you do donate, don't make a big deal out of it. Don't have somebody shouting out that you're donating, because you won't be blessed for it. You should be donating anonymously, and the Lord will bless you for it. Like when you pray, you should pray privately. Don't pray in front of a bunch of people, and I'm saying, you go to church, you pray, but what I'm saying is that don't go out there and stand on the steps of the courthouse, and making a big deal, because the Lord's not going to, appreciate that. Well, I appreciate that, but I tell you what, Widow, I have not. I could have submitted for monetization several months ago, and I hadn't done it. I've been over the 4,000. So people say, "Well, you need views. Give you views and everything." And if you were to run my shorts playlist, it would take you a couple hours to run it. But each of those shorts would be a view. And let's say I have 120, and I need to update my playlist to add stuff to it, but we're talking 120 or so shorts. So if you ran that playlist and it took you a couple hours to run it, you'd be giving me 120 views. And right now it's like I'm not getting money from YouTube. They're making money. They're making very little money. If you were to go on to Social Blade to look to see, I'm a C+ channel. I'm considered a C+ channel. and I'm bringing in a few dollars, YouTube makes a few dollars off of me, you know. And if I was monetized, I would be getting, it'd take a while for me to get that $100 check, which they don't want to send. They want to send you a check that needs to be at least $100. It'd take me a while to get that $100 check. So that's not my income. My income's retirement, and my income's my paycheck. And like, I'll be getting paid over the summer. Every month I get paid, and I'll continue to get paid, and then I'll go back to work the middle part of August. Starts the new school year. I'm on contract. So, and I'm blessed. And I tell people I'm blessed. Every day I wake up, I'm blessed. Thank God for the day. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Honor your parents. They may not be around, but you honor them by the way you conduct yourself. Set an example for your kids and your spouse. A good leader needs to be a good follower. Life is good, but it is what it is. These are just words to live by. Thank law enforcement. They're your friend. Thank responders. They're not doing it to get rich, and they're risking their lives. Look at the number of law enforcement people who have been shot and killed. I mean, even paramedics responding to something going on, and they get shot and killed. And what good does it do if the shooter dies, if they take several people with them? These are family people. Oftentimes they've got little kids. They got wives and little kids. And their kids will never grow up with their parent because some idiot who was suicidal or who didn't care and has no fear of God or at Judgment Day or anything goes and takes somebody's life or several lives. Used to not be that way. It used to be very rarely would you have a law enforcement or somebody killed. Belinda's Country Living. Thank you for coming in, Belinda. Well, I hope the algorithm's nice to me. Uncle Al says it's all AI. He reads, and like they update policies, they update stuff. YouTube keeps telling me that there's an update. I haven't updated. They want me to update. I haven't updated. That's just like I keep getting notifications on my iPad to update my iPad. They're constantly screwing with stuff and making changes to it. Why can't they leave good enough alone? If it works, leave it alone. Yes, please hit the like button. God bless Wilma. Be in prayer for Belinda's friend Wilma. Yeah, that may be the case. It's a sad thing that they'll put a warning. Some people get warnings on my channel. Content warnings. I'm a subversive or whatever. Not everybody does, but some people do. And I wonder how they choose who to send it to and who not to send it to. Like, do they not send it to people who think like me or who, that I've been identified as being similar to me? Because it's no use. They're all alike. Don't bother telling them. I don't know. And I make fun of stuff. I make fun all the time. I'll give you a funny one. So I've got a dozen or so people that are in the Philippines or Taiwan, um, that follow my channel. I follow their channel. They give me watch time. I give them watch time and such. And I will run live streams. Like, so and so put out a 2-hour live stream and I run it. And I'll put, full replay. And I'll indicate what like number it was. And then I'll usually say blessings, and I will usually leave the prayer emoji and a thumbs up emoji. So I did that for somebody, and I don't run that person every day, but I'll run them a couple of times a week where they get at least an hour or 2 hours of watch time. So I had done that for this individual, not mentioning names, and I had put out like a 1.5 minute video. And I did not do it as a short because I don't like the perspective of the shorts. For some of it, it's like people complain about why isn't it full screen or whatever. I'm sorry. But I don't like the perspective necessarily for the short. So I released it as a full, and plus I have more control over it than as a short. So I released this 1.5 minute video. And they left a comment, full view and a like. Now, mind you, this was a 1.5 minute video. And they said full view. So you follow me and you watch my stuff periodically or maybe consistently. Do you need to tell me on a 1.5 minute video that you did a full view on it? Really? I started giggling, and I just thought that was the funniest thing. To keep from embarrassing the person, or to call them out or whatever. But I just thought that was the funniest thing in the world, and I've commented on that recently several times. Thought it was really funny. But they're a bigger channel than I am. Everybody's a bigger channel than me these days. I had 1,511 subscribers on like January the 3rd or 4th. I've grown over a period of 5 months, 50 subscribers. 50 subscribers in 5 months. Now, to me, that's embarrassing. But I really haven't been working on growing my channel. My channel is growing over 100 subscribers a month. And then, because of work and because of the amount of time I'm putting into the channel and everything, it has slowed so far down. It's not funny. It's everything I can do. It has been everything I could do to try to consistently do an hour live stream at night. And I've been missing some of them. I was sick for a couple of weeks. I was missing some. I've been doing some 30-minute ones. Uncle Al's always on my butt to stick to an hour. Stick to the script. Stick to the topic. Mike Crusher Reviews. Hey, Mike. Idaho Garden Girl. Hello, Idaho Garden Girl. I haven't been paying attention. I haven't been paying attention to who's in here. My apologies. Idaho Garden Girl is a real good friend. She's a real good supporter. I try to give back as much support as I can. Dick on Mix Vlog. Hello. I'm not paying attention to what's going on. I'm sorry. I need to shout these channels out. Dick on Mixed channel. I will try to do a community wall post. I've got a new image. My friend AK Fabe sent it to me. It's a real nice image of tacos with me. She put together. Put my face in the middle of it. It's a nice image. I'll put it on my community wall. And I may send it to, I might text it to a few of you that we communicate back and forth. Fabe's having problems with her iMovie, so she can't really edit. She wants to do some cooking videos. She just can't edit right now. AK Fabe, she's up in Minnesota, the Twin Cities. Another one of Uncle Al's Padawans. He calls me a Padawan, calls her a Padawan. Looking to see who's here. Somebody snuck in on me. Somebody snuck in on me. I'm not paying attention. I'm bad about that. So like I said, I try to buy stuff that I use more in bulk. They talk about the pandemic. They talk about there could be another pandemic. Other things that are out there getting people sick. You got to watch out. It's a good idea to have N95 masks. Also, I had been told by and taught by medical people, you really need to wear some goggles over your eyes because you can get a virus, bacteria can get into through your eyes. They're so small, like 3 microns or whatever. So it's not only wear a mask, but you got to wear something to seal your eyes if you're in a situation where you're around people who are sick. That's why you often see people like working in units, medical facilities, where they've got, you know, a face shield on that's sealed. That's to prevent them from somebody transmitting it to them. So I had ordered on Amazon, and I did an unboxing on this. Like, this is Colgate. Here's a 6-pack I ordered. Toothpaste. I'll open these up when I get through with what I'm using. 4-pack of Speed Stick deodorant. I got plenty of this. 6-pack of, and I really need to put this stuff up. I'm just sitting around me. 6-pack of soap, Castile, Kirk's soap, Castile. I just got these in today. Just double boxed. Scope. 4 scopes. Came sealed in the box. And it came in Amazon's box. So those are things that I use on a regular basis. Mike's my go-to for ration reviews. He puts out excellent ration reviews. He does military rations. He does aftermarket rations. He's been doing some ReadyWise meals, Mountain House, all sorts of freeze-dried meals. Really puts out good stuff, and I try to keep up with what he's doing. And his channel is growing, but it's growing slowly. But he gets lots of views from the ration community watches stuff. He puts out really good stuff. And I tell you what, Mike, when you get a chance, um, yeah, hi Joseph. I loved to see that picture of you and your toys. Yeah, I put that, I think, in the video, and I don't know that I don't think I put that on my community wall. I don't think I posted that on my community wall. Joseph does not, he's not a content creator at this point. At some point he will be, I think, but he hasn't started. I'm trying to encourage him to. And I may put that catfish up on my community wall for him. I did put a nice image he sent me of the goodie box I sent with all the components out. And if you actually look at the community wall post before that, I had done an image of what the components were. So he's got all those components on my dining room table, and then the next image is at his house, I guess, where he's right there with all those components spread out. So I mean that's really really neat. So 16 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel if you have not done so. It would be greatly appreciated. Tomorrow is a work day. I'll probably get off about 1:30. I'll be off for the summer, and then I'll be back on my channel. I've got projects to do around the house. I got to get the eaves and overhangs, the soffits all painted. Got a four-sided brick home, but the eaves and overhangs, the soffits are wood, so I need to prime and paint and do some sanding. Replaced rotten wood already. Got a big tree out front I need to take down. I may do some video of that. And I'm hopefully going to replace the electrical panel. It is original to the house. The house was built in the 60s. And I'm going to try to upgrade the electrical panel. I have a power station, a Blue Eddy power station, the EP70. I need to do an unboxing of that. I really need to do a review video on it. I need to do a thorough review video on my Pecron power station. My wife used it in the Bouge RV 12-volt fridge freezer for the camping trip. Did camping for like 6 days at Coletto Creek Park recently. Worked out really well for them. And need to work on that. So at this point, everybody please remember the Scout motto. Go and look at my short. The latest short I put out has like 60 some odd views. I'd appreciate if you help me get it up. I'd like to get it up over 100. For whatever reason, the algorithm didn't kick it out to more people, and I'll be putting up another one probably tomorrow. You know, be prepared. Life is good, but it is what it is. Every day when you wake up, thank God for the day. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Say the Lord's Prayer. Thank first responders, law enforcement, medical workers. They risk their lives. They're not getting rich doing it. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Tell your loved ones you love them. Spend time with them. You don't know how long you have with them. And if you haven't done so, please leave a like and a supportive comment on each of my last 5 videos. When I hit that 1,600, which I'm getting closer to, I'll be doing another giveaway. And I'll be doing a drawing. And if you're one of those people who've left a comment and a like on each of the last 5 videos, you'll be in the hat, and there'll be a pretty good chance of you winning. The last one I did, there were only 9 people that qualified. When I did the 1,500 giveaway, there was only 9 people that qualified. Now, when I did the 1,300 and the 1,400, there were over 40 each one. But, you know, the number of people who were actively following me, supporting me, and, you know, looking at my stuff went down. When I started doing less, the support went down. Hopefully I'll get it back up somewhat this summer. So I'll be back tomorrow. I appreciate you guys. Everybody have a blessed day. Thank you for coming.